Reality is the Edo diaspora do everything in Edo State, from maintenance of immediate and extended families, to paying school fees, to medical, to creating jobs, to transport. I mean everything 100%. Edo Connect is in one of such establishments belonging to a member of the Edo diaspora. Today we are at Gable Medical Center to talk to staff in this medical center about the impact of members of the Edo diaspora in their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. We're discussing the impact of the Edo diaspora. Matron, sorry, madam, I don't remember your name. What's your name again?
Okay, I'm Matron Kemi Omolaye.
What would you say about the impact of the Edo diaspora in Edo State?
I want to appreciate the Edo diaspora because many of them appreciate being in Nigeria. I want to use Dr. Steve Ogbonwa as an example, who came to Nigeria to put up a hospital. This was August 5th, 2013. With that mood, I think it has had a great impact on our people here. Those who could not be employed, were employed. Those who could not have issue, because he's a gynecologist, he has put life into and smile into the life of so many mothers and patients who could not even lived for more than the years that the enemies wanted them to not to. So I want to appreciate the Edo diaspora, giving them that mood, that motion to come to their country to establish. Thank you.
So Dr. Ogbonwa is not only his financial resources, his know-how. It helps people, as a gynecologist. He helps people that there was no hope for them to have children.
Yes, in short, those who the enemies termed them to be motherless became mothers of children, not just a child. So he has put, in short, laughter into their mouth and built up their home. Many marriages were broken because of no issue in their homes and all that. But since Dr. Steve Ogbonwa established this hospital, it has been a Zion indeed for fertility.
Thank you very much. Now, how big is this hospital?
This hospital is a big hospital because it has a theater, a laparoscopy room, then we have the wards, consulting room. It entails what it means to establish a big hospital.
So you mean this is like it's a high standard hospital?
Yes, the highest in the whole of Edo State. I don't think the equipment here I have found in other hospitals, because I've gone around most of the hospitals here in Edo State in particular. I cannot find what is here there. Even it was confirmed by some doctors who came here to see what this hospital is, and they were marveled, saying that this is a great thing that Dr. Steve Ogbonwa has done to his country.
What would you say to other members of the Edo diaspora? Maybe at this point they're not quite acting like Dr. Ogbonwa, they're thinking about it, or maybe they've had different experiences in the past. We can see people who are happy about Dr. Ogbonwa. There's other stories.
Okay. I want to encourage the Edo diaspora outside that it is good for you to come home and establish, as Dr. Steve Ogbonwa has done. If you like, you have so many outside there, and you don't have in your hometown, your country especially, you are not known. If you have millions that way, and you don't have anything an asset, in short, to help your country, you are nowhere. So you have to be recognized. I will encourage them to come home and establish. It is good to build your nation. And when you build your nation grows. Thank you.
You heard about, I don't know whether Dr. Ogbonwa tells you, but there's all these problems with kidnapping, armed robbery, business not progressing. I think Dr. Ogbonwa has overcome those problems. But are you conversant with those problems to say there's this problem in Edo State?
Naturally, I think there is, but I think the thing is dying down because the security men are at work day in and day out trying to secure this country, and particularly Edo State.
What else do you know about Edo diaspora contribution in Edo State?
I think what I know is that they help the indigenes, especially those that are maybe have challenges or the other. They come to their rescue and to help them out, which I know of, and I've heard of it from Dr. Steve Ogbonwa.
Can I ask you to just name examples of things the Edo diaspora do for the average citizen of Edo State?
There were some people who could not even get a job. They helped them to get a job there. Some of them, admission into schools that way, they were able. Some of them could not even get their green card. I think they helped them. Financially, too, they support the other Edos that way, which I know of.
Thank you very much, Matron. Is it okay if I go and speak to the other nurses about the experience of working with Dr. Ogbonwa?
You are free to do that.
And just before I leave you, you want to say any message to the Edo diaspora?
Yes, I want to appreciate you there, over there. It is good that you are united and you work one in one to the good of our people that way. And I wish you the best staying there. And I want to still appeal to you people over there. East or west, home is the best. Come home, stay with us. I'm here in Nigeria. My children are outside the country. But they come home to see. You have to come and see, rub minds with your people here, and they will appreciate. Don't stay there and remain there. It is not good. Come home. You have to come back home.
Thank you. That's Matron Kemi, and while she's happy with members of the Edo diaspora, she wants the rest members of the diaspora to come home. Thank you very much.
I'm a king's son, I'm a prince, and I'm a warrior. A life I will not trade for money, not at all. You can never be something you are not. Oh yeah, do make it, and that you are not.
It's Lace, my man from Edo Connect, and I'm not sick. I'm just in the midst of these lovely nurses being employed by a member of the Edo diaspora. So can I have an introduction, one at a time? Your name?
Okay, my name is Blessing Enabulele.
Blessing Enabulele.
Yes, sir.
Your name is?
Rosemary Kotu. And I'm Nurse Blessing Omoyo.
Are all of you from Edo State? Yes, sir. Okay. We're doing a show to the impact that the Edo diaspora is having on the citizens of Edo State. Everybody here graduate?
Yes, sir.
When did you graduate?
I graduated 2016.
How long were you looking for a job before working with Dr. Ogbonwa?
It was not up to 3 months.
That you were at home looking for work?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what job did you do before working here?
I work in a pharmacy. I sell drugs.
You were selling drugs. What is the evident difference between working in that pharmacy? Was that a local pharmacy, or was it owned by a member of the Edo diaspora?
It was a local pharmacy.
What's the difference, working with a local pharmacy and working with a member of the Edo diaspora?
I can't really say, sure, but the difference is clear. There's a big difference.
Say, is it that Dr. Ogbonwa speak good English, or does he treat you better?
Yes, he treats me better. He treats me like his own daughter. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And your name again?
Rosemary Kotu.
Rosemary, you're also a graduate?
Yes, sir.
Have you worked in other places before working for Dr. Ogbonwa?
Yes, sir.
How do you find working with Dr. Ogbonwa?
Wow. I was working in Robert Medical Center at GRA, but last year I lost my job. So I just came to this place. It's not up to a week. When I meet Dr. Ogbonwa, I explained things to him. Although he just take me without enough stress, he didn't stress me. He just take me as his own daughter, and he employed me just like that, without too much question. just to put food on my table.
Thank you very much. And do you also look after, in your household, are you the only person you look after with your salary?
I live alone. I take care of myself with my salary. I do things with my salary.
Thank you. And I'll come back to you in a minute. Your name?
I'm Nurse Blessing Omorio.
Nurse Blessing
Omorio.
Omorion. Nurse Blessing. How long have you been working for Dr. Ogbonwa?
Oh, I've been working with him for the past 5 months now.
How do you find working with him?
He's a cool, very nice. Everybody will love him. The place is okay. We treat the patient like our own, our blood, and it's a good. That's the work of a nurse. You need to be caring and be loved to other people, because that's what we're standing for.
When you see Dr. Ogbonwa and the things he does, do you think he lives in this country, or let me ask you again. Do you know where Dr. Ogbonwa lives?
Recently, before I met him, after the interview, it got to a time we were talking about a patient who lives in abroad too. Though that was why I know that he stays in Manchester in UK. Okay. So I was very happy when he said that. Though one of my godmother was still there, because of her issue, that's why I interacted with him.
Okay. Do you have other friends that are not nurses that work for members of the Edo diaspora?
I don't really know, but she has not told me the person I have. Yeah.
Do any of you have friends who have family members outside of this country?
No, sir. I don't have. For me, I don't have.
None of your friends has?
I don't know about them.
Okay, but you don't have anybody from the other. So this job is all you use to support yourself?
Yes, sir.
And if you don't have a job, what other options are you faced with?
I'll fall back to my family. I'll have to depend on them for them to give me money, take care of myself.
And you still live at home?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have any members of any friends who rely on members of their family who are not in this country?
Although I have a family outside the country, but seriously, you cannot rely on somebody. So you have to struggle and work for yourself.
The members of the family you have outside of this country, do you hear from them?
Yes, I do hear from them.
Do they support the home, yourself in any way?
Yes, they do.
What do they do?
Though they are married, living happily there with a kids.
But they send money home all the time to look after their family?
Yes, they do. Sometimes they do send money home.
Do you have anybody abroad?
No.
What do you know about abroad?
Like what I've heard is a place where people want to really spend their life, their time, their mornings, so just want to go there for excursion and all that, just to be happy.
Well, we're looking at the impact of the Edo diaspora, and I'm sitting in the presence of nurses being employed by a member of the diaspora. I want to ask them to send a message to other members of the diaspora for them to come home and create businesses and employ more people, if they can.
I would like to thank them for the work they are doing, but I want to send a message across to them that they should come home. That place is not their home. This place, Nigeria, is their home, so they should come home, invest here, so that they can live happily ever after.
Thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, it's nice for them to come home. Making an investment there, at least it will still they will still use those, as in that opportunity to help so many people. There are many youths out there struggling to survive. Through them, at least they will still have life to live. So it's good for them to come home and invest here, do things like Dr. Ogbonwa is a very lovely man, caring man, understanding man. As in, he's a man you can talk to, you can rely on. He's very nice. As in, I love him as a person and as a father also. He's very caring. The way he put in investment. If not Dr. Ogbonwa, maybe definitely I will still be out there searching for the job. But today, it makes something different in my life. I really appreciate him for that.
Thank you. Thank you. And yourself, a message for the Edo diaspora.
Well, I really want to thank Dr. Stephen Ogbowan. He's a good man, and what he has done, he has started a pace, he has set a pace for others. So they should try as much as possible to come to their hometown and invest, give the youths good job, like to what we have today, so many robbery, kidnapping, and all that. All these crises will not be if there is a good investment in our country, good investment in Edo State. All this will be reduced. So we need them, we have to appeal to them to come back home and do what they need to do for the family and to the country.
Thank you very much. It's Lace, my man. I'm checking out of hospital. The people are very grateful, and I'm sure there's millions of Edos in diaspora who want to emulate the example set by Dr. Ogbon. My advice to you is work. It's Lace, my man, Edo Connect, reporting live from Edo State.